Depeche Mode's saga began over 20 years ago and is one that has seen the band hurdle both professional and personal adversity, only to emerge as one of the most influential and enduring groups of recent times. With a discography that reads like a music evolution Bible, Depeche Mode have consistently remained one step ahead and aside from the rest of the pack, successfully carving a niche all their own. This year marks the release of their 14th album, Exciter. Branching out from an almost exclusive working relationship with Anton Corbijn, Depeche Mode enlisted French video director Stéphane Sedenoui for the album's first single, Dream On. And now, the task of directing the video for single number 2 falls to Australia's John Hillcoat, famed for his work with the Manic Street Preachers, Placebo, Bush, Suede, and of course, Nick Cave.
We're shooting a video with John Hillcoat for a song called I Feel Loved from our new album Exciter.
I've expressed interest in Depeche Mode for many, many years.
I gave them a bunch of reels to look through, and the person they were most turned on by was John's work.
We didn't actually ask for any other scripts because we were very keen on working with him.
He often works on the dark side of subject matters, and I think that's what perhaps appealed to the band the most.
His videos are kind of a little bit twisted. That's why we chose him.
If you analyse the lyrics, the verses have quite a dark side to them.
This song is kind of, in a way, quite poppy. You know, it's quite dancey and stuff. So I wanted to, I thought John would complement that really well.
I just thought if figures of hate and aggression were somehow subverted and transformed into feeling love, then that would make an interesting dynamic.
It's us in a very small, seedy club with lots of police and dogs and lots of action. So I think it's going to be good, nice and sweaty, fast cut, and should be exciting.
The big challenge for me is that this is the first Depeche Mode video that's got real performance from the band.
Fashion police.
I wanted to find something that juxtaposed and contrasted the feeling of love, which is hate and aggression.
I'm an LAPD officer and I'm working with an attack dog.
I thought LAPD, because they're so infamous for their kind of tough, hardline approach, and then attack dogs, because that's such a kind of carnal, animal, aggressive kind of image.
My name is JP Fox, and my role in today's shoot is producer, line producer. Well, the story starts out here, where we see the police officers. In a wider shot on the front, we see somebody outside, a woman kind of doing some cleaning, and again, we see the dogs.
Most of these dogs here are trained in what's called Schützen training. It's a German type of training that you use for training attack dogs.
She then sees them coming down the street toward the club. She turns around and she actually kind of hits them with the hose by accident. Not hits them with the hose, but squirts them with the hose by accident as they're coming in. And then they're kind of all growling and terrible and, angry.
What they want the dog to do is fire up on cue, which means barking, snarling on cue.
They have one shepherd that actually will turn on you if it's not released.
There's an element of danger there. We're in Hollywood. It's what we live for. So.
They call me Trinity Brooks. We're looking for some guys from Depeche Mode. Those are the guys we're looking for.
And action!
We were just entering the club from the street. Several of us went straight ahead with the dogs, and I had to go up the steps. So we had to get the dogs all pumped up. So you can feel the strength in those things pulling you up the steps.
Well, I had a bunch of them behind me, and I didn't get bit in the ass.
Yeah, it was pretty scary at first, but when you get used to the dogs, it's like real cool. I'm used to them now.
I'm Lionel Carson. I'm playing one of the officers. I shot a scene where I had my attack dog coming in.
And action!
My dog was turning on me in the hallway. Nobody, because the trainer was outside on the other side of the door, and the door was closed. So it was just me and the dog, and the dog was starting to not listen to me. So that was kind of, that was kind of scary.
Stand by for some semi-interesting news. How are you? I'm Barry. I'm the first AD on the shoot. It's like being the sergeant major in a little war. Guys, shut the up.
So my role on the music video is production designer, art director, and basically we kind of put the look together for the video. We do everything with tools and cutting things up and putting up drapes and hanging lanterns, and we can do everything from painting to screw guns to scaling walls to hanging off of balconies.
Morning work started at 4 a.m. We've gone on till it's gone past with our lunch break.
Go for Julie.
Do you have all your people eaten?
Everyone but me.
Okay, would you like us to put a plate aside for you?
No, that's okay. Just some coffee and dessert.
Some dessert.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have 2 days. I just want everybody to know this should have been a 2-day shoot.
We're trying to recreate the Chinatown feel, club atmosphere, Depeche Mode, just in an unusual element with a lot of red and warm colors.
When we come back, there'll be a couple of hours filming of the police arriving interior inside the club, and then we start to get into some performance stuff.
Definitely I get highs. I get really excited. When I was awarded the job, I was super excited. It was like I couldn't even sleep last night. I probably got an hour of sleep.
Breathe and smile.
Hello, MTV Europe. We're here at the Opium Den. I actually used to come to this place years ago. I was told, first of all, my call time was 8 a.m, and then it went back to like 10:30, and then I got a call this morning that it was going to be like a few hours later, and I was like, what are we doing? I think John's pretty confident about what he's got and what he's going to get from us. It seemed to me that it would be best for us to be like in a live performance with some fans and stuff like that. And I want to use a live mic and stuff like that and get as much energy into it with the fans. We're here and we're doing it, so let's make the most of it, eh?
Coming up after the break, Andy and Martin finally make it on set to join Dave for the video's exhilarating band performance, plus the brand new Depeche Mode video in full.
MTV Europe. 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 Europe.